in Appalachia, we're raised humility. Humility is everything, okay? You ain't no better than nobody. You ain't no better than your neighbor. You ain't no better than anybody. Being humble is it. That's the number one, okay? That keeps us in poverty. It keeps our brains in poverty mindset. Because when you start doing real good, what do you think? You think, oh, Lord, I'm getting too big for my raisin. Right? You start feeling like that. Like, I can't be getting too big for my raisin. But you know what? We deserve to get bigger than our raisin. We do. Now, we can do that and still remember where we come from. We can do that and still not get too big for our raisin. Like, we can still be successful and still remember where we come from and who we are. Now, Johnny Depp, Billy Ray Cyrus, they lost the plot. All right, they lost the plot. But you know who didn't? You know who didn't get too big for their britches? Chris Stapleton, Dwight Yoakam, Dolly Parton, Tyler Childers, Loretta Lynn, Sturgill Simpson, just to name a few. They're out there making shit happen for themselves. And they don't just make shit happen for themselves. They use that to help other people. Like whenever we was flooding out down here real bad a couple years ago, it wasn't nothing during that time to walk into the Walmart and see Chris Stapleton in the local Walmarts buying supplies. Okay? And then going right back out there and shoveling. To shovel somebody's house out. Tyler Childers. Okay? Be out there shoveling somebody's house out in his muck boots and whatever, and it take a bit for people to realize who they are because they blend in, because they're still us. They're still this is still their home. This is still who they are. Okay, y'all, that's a way we can do this. We deserve it. We deserve it. Our communities deserve it. We are extremely talented. There's so much talent in these mountains. Okay? Our greatest resource are our people. We have just been taught that we're not. We're smart. We know how to get stuff done. We're creative. Our resilience and our resourcefulness makes us creative. The world needs that. And we need to share that with the world. Sharing that with the world not only helps us, it helps the rest of the world. It helps our communities. Do you paint? Do you sew? Do you write? Do you sing? What do you do? Share that with the world. If you got a green thumb and you're real good at growing stuff, teach. Share that with the world. What you see as being mundane little things, they're important. They're important. And the world needs it. So I had decided that I'm going to get up every day. When I brush my teeth, I'm going to look in that mirror. And instead of saying, you a pretty bitch, instead I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to say, you are a deserving woman. That as an Appalachian, I am deserving. That I am just as good as Dolly. Okay, no, that right there, that's blasphemous. Anyway, I'm just as deserving as Dolly, as Loretta, as Tyler, as Chris. That I'm just as deserving of them as them. All of them came from right here where I live. Dolly, no. Dolly's in Tennessee. Okay? Chris and Tyler grew up down the road from me. You know? Sometimes Chris would get together with my cousins and play music. I mean, it's just... He's a regional bass player. Grew up across the road from where my grandparents' house is. So these people, yeah, from right here. I am just as worthy and deserving as they were, and they are. And that's what we need to tell ourselves. Do not let this crap from the rest of the world get into our brains that we are no good hillbillies. Because you know what? Hillbillies are the best people. I said it. Hillbilly rednecks, we are the absolute best of people. We are. You just got to take the time to get to know us. Stop treating us like garbage, because we're not trash. We are the best of people. We really are. So stop treating yourself like trash. Because you ain't. You come from the most amazing stock. Your ancestors were the most resilient of people to be able to survive here. You are the most resilient of people to be able to survive here. Not everybody can survive here. It's tough. You're tougher. I'm tougher. We're tougher. We're Appalachia strong. Never forget that.